Hello, and welcome to this tech tip. Today we wanted to show you how to visualize your data with Scatterplots in IBM SPSS statistics. My name is Astrid Cook, and I'm an analyst here at version 1. Scatterplots illustrate the relationships between two continuous variables. They'll help you to identify patterns, trends, and correlations between these variables. If you look at the scatterplot here, on the x-axis, we're seeing spend on TV advertising, on the y, sales. I've also added location, so you can see whether the store is in the United Kingdom or not. Here, I'm visualizing three variables. So Scatterplots allows us to compare multiple variables at once. We can detect clusters. You can easily identify outliers. You can assess linearity, and you can evaluate the direction and strength of the relationship between your two continuous variables. So I'll show you how to use Chart Builder to create your scatter plot. You'll notice with this scatter plot as well, I've been able to fit a line through the points and obtained an R-square linear. So I'll show you how to do that as well. Now, I mentioned that we can compare multiple variables. If you look at the scatter plot at the top, I'm looking at three variables. So I've added location of store. Below this, I've fit a line for subgroups. So I have a line for older stores versus newer stores. So again, I'll show you how to fit a line for subgroups. I'll also show you how to run a scatterplot matrix. Now this you can find in the Graph Board Template Chooser. When you open up that tool, you'll see the icon for scatterplot matrix, and then you can select the variables that you want to include. When you run the scatterplot matrix, you'll see the correlations between all of the variables. So let's see how this works in IBM SPSS statistics. So to run my scatterplot, I'll go to the Graphs menu and select Chart Builder. Now, before you use the dialog, it lets you know that measurement levels should be set properly for each variable in your chart. So I'll click OK. I'm going to click on Reset because I want to clear everything out. Make sure you click on the Gallery tab, click on Scatter Dot, and then here I want Scatter Plot, so I'm going to move that up. And then I'll take the variable that I want to place on the x-axis and just drag it down. I'll take sales and drag it onto the y-axis. Now at this point, I could run it, but I also have the option to add a linear fit line. Also, if you click on Chart Appearance, you can change the template. You could add gradients, and I'll click OK. And here you can see I have my scatter plot with the R-square linear value. Now, if I go back here to recently use dialogs, click, bring up Chart Builder, click OK. So I've got my scatter plot again. Now I can set a color. So perhaps I'd like to move New Store here in the color area. I'll click on Element Properties. I'll turn off the linear fit line and I'll click OK. And now you can see that we have TV spend, sales, and we can see whether the store is newer or older. So we've added the third variable. Now if I go back, I can go back into Chart Builder. I'll click OK. I'll take New Store out. If I click on Basic Elements, Groups Point ID, I could add a Rows Panel variable, and I can panel my graph as well. And I'll click OK. So here we can see the relationship between spend on TV advertising and sales for our older versus our newer stores. So I'll go back to the dialog recall, click on it, and select Chart Builder. And then I'll click OK. So you can see how I've set up my scatter plot here. So I've moved TV onto the x-axis, sales onto the y-axis, and new store into the set color area. Now down here at linear fit lines, I've asked for subgroups. And I'll click OK. And here I have my scatter plot. So I can see that my older stores are color-coded blue. My new restore is color-coded red, and I can see the fit line for each of these. So now let's look at running a scatterplot matrix. To do this, go to the Graphs menu, select Graph or Template Chooser. Now you can see I've picked up the variables that I want to include. If I click on Scatterplot Matrix and I click OK, this will give me my scatterplot matrix, and I can examine the relationships between all of the variables that I've included. So that's everything we wanted to show you today. If you want more information, you can visit us at www.spssanalyticspartner.com. So thanks for watching, and bye for now.